If you're dealing with malware, when is a one-time scanner enough, and when should you opt for a full antivirus? Let's break it all down and find the best virus scanner options. So let's talk about one-time downloadable scanners, from options like ScanGuard to stuff like Advanced PC Cleaner. While I get the appeal of a quick fix, these tools often majorly underdeliver, and that's putting it mildly. The main issue, in my opinion, is the lack of real-time protection, which means these tools are reactive, not proactive. By the time you're suspicious enough to download a scanner, malware may already have done some serious damage. If it's a more serious threat, a simple scan won't be enough to fully get rid of it. Even some of the best antivirus solutions struggle with that, so even they oftentimes have multiple extra tools to deal with more persistent threats. Not to mention, some free virus scanner options also come with their own baggage, from intrusive ads to data collection. Look, I'm not saying one-time scanners are completely worthless. They can clean up some digital pests, but please don't use them as your main line of defense. That job should fall to a full-fledged antivirus. Problem is, there are so many of them out there. Which ones should you consider? Thankfully, you're watching a cybersecurity channel, and we have a whole team dedicated to researching this type of stuff. So I'm here to break down the best antivirus options, and this time we've decided to break down Bitdefender, Norton, and Total AV. The most important thing an antivirus should deliver is the best virus scanner possible. To find out which one does it best, we set up a Windows 11 test PC, loaded it with 150 malicious files, and disabled real-time protection so they wouldn't be wiped instantly. Then we ran a full system scan with each best antivirus 2025 contender. Each antivirus scanned thousands of files. Norton took about 20 minutes to do that, while Bitdefender and Total AV took around 2 hours. During that time, Bitdefender managed to detect 132 malicious files, while Total AV and Norton each caught 103 threats. Now, that type of testing is just one part of the provider's overall protection suites, which goes to show that a full scan alone isn't enough for total malware cleanout. So to see a complete evaluation of all the provider's full capabilities, we gotta look to independent testing results. And these 3 best antivirus software picks actually really shine here. AV Test's latest evaluation gave all 3 antivirus scores for maximum effectiveness, and not just in protection, but in usability and performance as well. And in AV Comparative's evaluation, Bitdefender and Norton even managed to grab the Advanced Plus award for great detection and protection rates and minimal false positives. So if you want to check your PC for malware and get reliable results, check the link in the description to grab a deal for any of these 3 best antivirus 2025 options. Now, I already mentioned that the ideal antivirus should be more than just the best malware scanner available. So now let's look at the apps and what else they bring to the table. With all 3 antiviruses, you get support for Windows, macOS, iOS, and Android. However, keep in mind that on mobile, each antivirus is pretty much just a virus scanner, with very few additional features, especially when it comes to iOS devices. With Windows and Mac devices, though, you have a plethora of features and a variety of scans to tackle all kinds of threats. You get a surface-level quick scan, a full system scan for when you want a more thorough check, a custom scan for targeting specific folders or files, and a scheduled scan to run when you're not using your computer. Total AV throws in an additional smart scan that can also check the security of your Wi-Fi network, while Norton includes a startup scan, which checks for threats that load while your computer is booting up. And Bitdefender has a vulnerability assessment option, and a rescue environment scan for really persistent threats. Next, a few notes on usability. As you can probably tell, Total AV keeps its apps pretty simple, which makes it a great fit for beginners. Bitdefender is a bit more packed with features, but also pretty easy to navigate. And though I used to complain about Norton's confusing and overstuffed UI, now everything's much cleaner and more elegant, though they still do separate their VPN and password manager into separate apps. Now let's look at the features responsible for most of the malware fighting power. The most important one for me is real-time protection. Once you install an antivirus, this is what's going to prevent malware from getting onto your device in the first place. To further reinforce this protection, Norton and Bitdefender also include a firewall that watches your network and blocks potentially dangerous connections. All three antivirus options give you ransomware protection. And then the providers also offer additional tools like VPNs for secure browsing and password managers, though I highly recommend not keeping all your cybersecurity solutions in one basket. So if you want advice on the most reliable VPN or password manager options, why not hit that like button and subscribe to the channel? The subscribe is for you, the like is for us. Now, up to this point, these antiviruses probably seem pretty similar, so let's dig into the differences to figure out which one is the best fit for you. In my opinion, Total AV's focus seems to be on system optimization. For example, their potentially unwanted application protection helps you identify and remove software that's not exactly malicious, but still either slows down your system or bombards you with ads. And they also include system tune-up tools to help free up disk space. I run them from time to time to get rid of junk files, duplicates, and apps I'm not using all at once. Norton, meanwhile, goes hard when it comes to identity protection and customizability. For starters, there's the AI-powered Genie scam protection, which analyzes patterns to detect sophisticated scams in text, calls, and emails and websites. And their Pro version even offers reimbursement protection if you ever actually do lose money to scams. Plus, you also get secure cloud storage to keep your most important files safe. If you spend some time trying out Norton Antivirus, you'll notice just how customizable the software is. You can choose exactly what features you want to use and how to use them, down to the finest detail, which is why I often recommend Norton for more tech-savvy users. Meanwhile, Bitdefender delivers tools for comprehensive device control. Their file shredder can permanently delete sensitive files, making them impossible to recover. There's an anti-tracker tool to protect you from online trackers harvesting your data. The anti-theft feature lets you locate your device on Google Maps and then lock it remotely. And you can enable microphone and webcam protection to prevent unauthorized access. But at the end of the day, though you want the best protection, you probably don't want to break the bank for it, am I right? So let's talk pricing. If you're leaning towards Total AV and already have other cybersecurity products, the Total AV Premium subscription is the way to go. This way, you won't be paying for features you already have. With Norton, you can choose a plan based on how many devices you need to protect and the additional features you want. I recommend either going with the standard or deluxe plans if you have multiple devices to protect and want that extra cloud storage. Similar suggestion for Bitdefender. If you already have a password manager and a VPN subscription, check out Bitdefender's Total Security subscription. You get all the essentials without paying for redundant features. There is a cheaper plan too, but keep in mind it's one for Windows devices only, and it doesn't come with a firewall. Overall, the key here is to think about what you actually need. Don't pay for a VPN if you already are subscribed to one, but also don't skip out on essential protections just to save a few bucks. Instead, save some money by unlocking our exclusive deals through the links in the description. They auto-apply the latest coupon codes so you'll always get the best available price. Look, overall, while all three of these antiviruses will do a much better job protecting your device than any freestanding virus scanner for PC can, choosing between these antiviruses really comes down to your specific needs. Total AV is a beginner-friendly antivirus with excellent system optimization, so it's a great pick not only for protection, but also for keeping your computer running smoothly. Norton is the best option for proactive malware detection, plus it also comes with highly customizable features and identity protection tools, and it's also my go-to recommendation for advanced users. And Bitdefender is the winner if you're looking for pure, unrivaled malware detection. So give Bitdefender a try if you want the most aggressive malware hunting and comprehensive device control. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button and subscribe for more cybersecurity content, and I'll see you next time.